EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They'll run here with a rookie. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Cowboy 80. 70 Lions, 79 Broncos.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Looked like they might have been thinking safety with that pressure off the edge instead of worrying about the running back.
I like the observation because many defenses in that situation actually have get a safety in their play call. Upfield penetration, try and trap them in the backfield. Instead, absolutely escaped and fled for huge yardage on that play.
32 Slayer.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins hit 3-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense.
Now, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Tua to throw again. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
18! 21G!
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one, because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Cougar 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To the air goes Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready?
This 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Daniels.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this. Second quarter.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Achane.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Tua going to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Commanders nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll buy some time right. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
At the 34-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Check 60, check Hawk, Mustang 19.
Daniels looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4.
Warriors 70. Jeanette. 70 Timberwolves.
Now Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyrell Dodson able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 81 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 at their own 42. After the turnover, it's Tua. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
This one thrown underneath to Achane. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 2 yards left on second down from the 9. Up the middle, Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Commanders 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And just shutting him off there. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Ready.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Achane. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Tua sets up to pass it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trey Amos. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
Now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Ready, go.
Daniels going to throw for it. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the 1st. And it'll be a turnover on downs. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Achane on the counter. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That'll be caught by Hill. Down inside the 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Sanders now to have the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 28. Commanders 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, nice move.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
19 tight.
Here's Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Lane. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Here we go. 3. Cowboys. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Here's a diving catch right side.
13 yards there and a Washington first.